I'm going to just jam out. That's what I'm going to do.
That's what we do. We just jam all day.
Jam out.
That's what we do here.
That's what we do.
We are here for Somerville Highlanders basketball, girls basketball here at the field house of Somerville High School. I'm Todd Harmon alongside Braden Moriarty, and we are getting ready for some Greater Boston League action for the Lady Highlanders as they're taking on the Golden Tornadoes of Malden tonight. Now, this is a team that the Lady Highlanders defeated last year. They went 1-1 against them. They won in Malden. Malden won here at the field house. This is also a team that's looking for their first win of the season, as both teams are 0-6 coming into this game tonight. So this is going to be a heck of a matchup tonight.
I'm actually super excited about it. I actually talked to a couple of the girls during the lead-up this week. I saw a bunch of them. Melina Pimentel is very excited to get the W tonight, and I think that they're going to get it. I'm going to make a prediction tonight. Okay, I'm going to go out. I'm going to go and say that Somerville gets their first W of the season.
There's a limb.
They really are excited about this game. They are excited to build off of what they did in the fourth quarter of their last game. They really put it together, and they felt like they actually played as a team. So honestly, I'm expecting them to come out and on fire tonight. I think they build an early lead, and honestly, I think we're going to see our first W.
All right. So Braden is out on that limb.
I'm calling it.
Calling for the W. So as we get ready for tonight's action, we're going to have starting lineups for you in just a moment here as the Golden Tornadoes come in. As I noted earlier, they are 0-6 coming into this game. Somerville also 0-6. Somerville 0-1 in Greater Boston League action, and Malden 0-0. This is their first Greater Boston League action.
Yep. Honestly, from speaking to Love, speaking to Melina Pimentel, speaking to Jennifer Cremoni, and Brooke Mativier, they are all excited to build off of what they had going at the end of the last game, and they're super excited to get this game hooked up. They're really optimistic about it.
Fantastic. And here we have our starting lineups and the national anthem.
Somerville leads the way in assuring sporting events are safe and enthusiastic. Give honor and respect to student athletes, coaches, officials, families, and fans by appreciating outstanding plays by all teams and athletes, supporting decisions by coaches and officials, showing you are a role model on the court and in the stands, using only positive language and gestures, removing your hat, remain standing for the entire national anthem, and entering and exiting the area safely. Not doing your part to assure Somerville athletic events are safe and positive may result in being told to leave or being banned from local sporting events. And now, the starting lineups for the Golden Tornadoes. A sophomore guard, number 10, Mackenzie Furlong. A junior guard, number 13, Caitlin Leonard. A junior forward, number 3, LaDavia Noyes. A sophomore forward, number 23, Tiffany Tortora. And a senior guard, number 12, Janaea Walcott. The Malden Tornadoes are coached by Miss Lydia Coverdale. And now for your Somerville Highlanders. Number 2, a senior guard, Evelyn Ayala. Number 20, a sophomore guard, Jennifer Cremoni. Number 24, a senior forward, Brooke Mativier. Number 12, a senior center, Tamika Michelle. And number 5, a sophomore guard, Melina Pimentel. Your Somerville Highlanders are coached by Mr. Paul O'Halloran. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
And we are ready for some basketball action here at the field house at Somerville High School. Now, in talking to Coach O'Halloran before the game, he also is excited about the possibility of picking up a win tonight. He believes that the Lady Highlanders have an advantage in the backcourt with their guards, with speed and the ability to ball handle and shoot as well. So he feels like they're going to be able to press that advantage, both figuratively and literally. They will be applying some defensive pressure, he said, to look out for that as well. And he's hoping that by pressing that advantage, they'll be able to get the win tonight.
Yeah, just looking at how the teams came out, just body language, just looking at what you can see. You can see that the Somerville girls are coming out with a renewed vigor, if you will. They seem like they're carrying themselves with a little higher respect. They want to build off what they did last game. And speaking to, like I said, I spoke to Melina Pimentel during class this week, and she's super excited about what they were able to build off of. And you can see what they're starting off with the starting five here. They're focusing on defense. Jennifer Cremoni has been unbelievable on defense so far. Brooke has really found her shot. I really, really think, and I'm willing to put it on the line, my friend. If you want to call me out, hashtag Highlanders. I'm calling for the first W tonight. Let's go.
Let's do it. As Cremoni handles the tip, the Highlanders will have it. They get it down to Tamika Michael, but she loses it down in the low block. So the early turnover goes back to Malden here. Just underway here at the field house. The first shot is up and in as Caitlin Leonard puts that one in for the Golden Tornadoes.
Just taking a look at what the Golden Tornadoes have out on the court. Honestly, number 3, LaDavia Moise. I'm going to say Moise. I'm going to guess.
That is correct.
Okay.
That is correct.
She's probably the tallest player that's out on the court. They really have to box her out. But other than that, they really don't have a height advantage. And this is the first time that Somerville has faced a team that is at the same height that they are. So they really have to get out on defense. They really have to, like you said, with the backcourt, really play to their strengths. And I think really if they focus on the fundamentals here, they really can get a good start. Not what we were looking for straight off the bat, but don't get discouraged because, you know, it's still early. Come on.
Absolutely.
We're, what, 20 seconds in?
Absolutely. Only 21 seconds in. Somerville trailing, though, 2-0. But that will not be the case soon, we are hoping.
Let's go, ladies.
As Somerville sets up their offense, Matevier will get it over to Aea. She tries to feed it to the inside. Knocked away, though, by Malden. Out ahead of the pack was Leonard, but the pass was too far ahead of her. So on the turnover, Somerville will get it.
One thing that we've learned about Somerville Lady Highlander hoop is that you got to win the turnover battle, and I really believe the Somerville ladies can do it. You see Evelyn bring the ball up the court with a little bit of confidence. That's the first time we've seen that this season.
No doubt about that. Lots of confidence on the Lady Highlanders right now. As Pimentel has it at the top of the key, feeds it off to Aya. And Evelyn's pass is knocked away and stolen by Malden. So
there we go.
Try a little give and go there, but it doesn't work in the transition. Somerville with the steal, and they'll bring it back the other direction.
I really think this is an even matchup, and we're actually going to see a very good competitive game. Cremoni already on the rebounds.
Cremoni already with that board right there. There's Matevier looking for that shot. No good. Tamika Michael, though, great positioning there. She goes back up for the shot. She's fouled, and she will go to the line shooting two as that foul goes against Tiffany. I'm sorry, actually. Let me double check that. Yes, it is. Tiffany Tortora.
That's what you want to see out of Tamika, is go straight back up out after she gets the rebound. She's really, really good. She just has to trust her judgment, and hopefully she can hit these free throws.
First shot by Tamika, no good. Second free throw for Tamika is up. That one's good. Kisses it off the glass.
Did she call it? I don't know if she called it.
I didn't hear glass from over
counts.
here, but it does count.
Yeah.
It does count. And there's some of that pressure that Coach O'Halloran was talking about. Malden able to break that pressure. They get it down. Great job defensively as Tamika got a hold of that one. But unfortunately, Moise able to get the rebound, make the shot, and going to the line shooting two.
All
or
right,
shooting one, I should say.
Yeah, that's going to happen. That's okay. You let her get her rebounds, you let her get her points, but you just got to make sure that you don't let that happen as much as you possibly can. You know, let me ask you a question. What do you think about Brooke's the way that she plants herself here in reverse. Have you seen that before?
I am not. I have seen that a few times before, not very frequently though. I know, that if she believes that gets her better into getting the box out. So if it works for her, then it works.
There we go, Evelyn.
Great steal there by Evelyn after the turnover by Somerville. So they're going to reset the offense now. Mativier just going to take the shot from the top of the key. It's no good. Moise with the rebound down low.
I'm already psyched about what we've seen out of Evelyn. She was a little too hesitant last game against Notre Dame Academy. She's already out there. She's balling. That's what she needs to do.
As the foul is going to be called against Somerville down low in the paint. That's going to go up against Tamika Michael. That's going to be her second personal foul, the team's second as well. 2 early fouls on Tamika in this contest. That's not what you want to see.
No, unfortunately, that's one of those deals that you're going to have to try to work against now. Tamika is really one of your best rebounders, and subbing her out is probably, you need to do it at this point, but you try to get her back in as quickly as you can. Replacing her is Miranda Melanson, who's also a great rebounder.
Yeah, she did a good job boxing out, and that allowed Cremona to get that rebound. So both free throws were missed.
There we go.
Melanson immediately will draw the foul there.
Hey, look, you can win by getting the other team in foul trouble, and that's something that Somerville really hasn't looked to. They're trying to score, and it's the LeBron way of getting points. You drive into the key, you hope to get fouled and get the call to the line.
There's Matevier's shot. It's no good.
There we
Rebound
go.
being fought for underneath. Saved from going out of bounds by Cremona, but saved to Malden. And back the other direction, Moise adjusted her shot. A great job by Evelyn there. She was able to handle that ball.
Yeah, nice block.
So that shot is missed by Tutora. Rebound comes out to Matevier, and she feeds it to Ayaya.
There we go.
There's Melina Pimentel driving it in with the left hand. No good. As Cremona fights for the rebound. Ayaya gets it back to Cremona. And the Highlanders control. As Ayaya with a skip pass over to Matevier on the right wing.
That was pretty. They're trying to get Brooke involved. They're working on it.
Gets it down to Cremona on the right block. She'll dribble it back out. Looking for Melanson. Back out to Matevier. Matevier with a three-pointer. It's no good. Rebound is fought for. Tutora, I believe, comes away with it. Oh.
Hey now.
It was a little aggressive there as Tutora had a little leg sweep action as she was trying to hold on to that rebound.
That was a little Jake the Snake action right there.
It was.
Haven't seen that since the 1980s WWF style. Like it though. But let's keep it clean, ladies. Come on.
You see the pressure here applied by the Lady Highlanders. Matevier is defending her across the timeline. They get it down the baseline. Pass. No good is the shot. Pimentel comes away with it. Has Matevier out ahead. Matevier controls it nicely. Puts up the shot. No good. Good job by Pimentel. She fed it right back behind her. Threw her legs to Melanson, but Melanson couldn't finish. And we're back the other direction now. Malden quickly will put it up and in, as that one's put in by Mackenzie Furlong.
Hey, that's okay. They looked for their shot down there. Pimentel got back on defense, force the action, and then she pulls the LeBron.
Pimentel driving into the paint, gets fouled on her way there by Furlong, so that will be Furlong's first personal foul. It's the third team foul against the Golden Tornadoes.
Before it was called the LeBron, you know what it was called? The Reggie Miller.
The Michael?
Oh yeah, well, Jordan did it first, but really after that it was Reggie Miller.
Yes. And there is Melina going in right there. You can see her get fouled as she drove in down the left-hand side of the paint. Coming into the game right now for the Lady Highlanders is Kylie Johnson. She'll check in along with Lev Linnaeus as well. Linnaeus gets it on the left wing from Johnson. Johnson tries a shot from the left corner. It's blocked out of bounds.
Now, I don't want to go too Tommy Heinsohn on something, but the refs have to unswallow their whistles, because we've had a couple of slaps, a couple of fouls that we've heard from this side of the room, this side of the auditorium already. Look at that pass looking for love. I like that. But they really have to start calling these shots, because there's been a few fouls that have gone uncalled.
That one's tipped out off of Furlong of Malden, so it's going to stay with Somerville. 12 seconds on the shot clock. 3:47 remains in the quarter. Somerville trailing 7-1. Pimentel gets it the left wing, feeds it down to Johnson. Oh, that's Cremoni, as a matter of fact. And that's going to go out of bounds off of the Lady Highlanders.
Hey, look, they're going to figure it out. They're playing with a swagger. You got to admit that. They're coming out here. They're dribbling the ball. They're making the calls that they need to make. They're looking for their shots. They've looked a lot good. The shots aren't falling yet, but they will.
I completely agree that the shots will eventually fall, and they are getting good shots. As that was a wide open three-pointer, but it was missed. Trying to save it from going out of bounds was Kylie Johnson, but unfortunately she stepped on the line. So Malden will inbounds to the left of their basket. Pimentel defending there. Shot is up, it's no good by Shuzu.
Here we go.
Out ahead of the pack the other directions. Melina Pimentel, she misses the layup. Love Linnaeus is there for the rebound though. She'll pull it back out.
Good, nice reset. They think they needed it. They were a little bit out of control down there. Would have been nice to get the breakaway layup, but hey, work on what you need.
Pimentel tried the skip pass over to Matevier on the left wing, but it was read by Furlong. Love Linnaeus getting back defensively though. Able to steal that one. She brings it up, and she has her pocket picked from behind by Furlong, but is able to get it back. Trying to feed Melanson inside, but the pass goes awry. Malden with the steal. A timeout now on the floor. Malden will take it. They lead 7-1 with 2:46 remaining here in the quarter. Braden, no doubt about it, Somerville came out with great intention, great intensity as well. They definitely still have the swagger that they came out with also. It's not like they're out of this game. They're trailing by 6, for goodness sake. But they definitely need to figure out what they're doing on the offensive end of the floor.
Hey, look, if you were watching this game and you weren't paying attention to the scoreboard, the team that was coming out and putting out the most effort is Somerville. And you can tell that Malden's back on their heels. All the momentum's going Somerville's way right now. All they got to do is just put the basket in the hoop. They don't need to force things. It'll come. Play the way that they've been playing. They are outplaying the other team. Sure, it's not showing up at the scoreboard yet, but it will. And honestly, I haven't seen Love play this well. I haven't seen Evelyn play this well yet. And they're really coming out here. They're on fire. All they got to do is put it together. It'll come. Patience.
Patience, he says, patience we shall give, as Somerville trails 7-1. Early on in this game, though, 2:46 left in the first quarter of play.
Still a 2-possession game. That's all we're dealing with.
Absolutely. So we set the lineup here for the Lady Highlanders. Love Linnaeus, Gabby Vieira has now checked in. Melanson out there as well, along with Matevier and Johnson. As the big three-pointer is put home by Caitlin Leonard.
Somerville can't get discouraged by that. Love's got to just answer right back. There we
Love
go.
Trying to answer back. She gets the two-pointer. Her foot was on the line. That's a big two-pointer, though. First field goal of the game for the Lady Highlanders. As Melanson steps in, tries to steal that one away. Three-pointer is put up. It's no good. Long rebound taken by Tutora.
Yeah, you got to crash that rebound. Can't hope that it goes out of bounds.
No good. So that one's put in by Walcott. Malden now leading 12-3. As Matevier's three-pointer is blocked.
Somerville can't get static here. They're trying to get Brooke involved, but that can't be your only play. You have to have other options. There you go, Love.
Love Linnaeus, a great job defensively, anticipating that pass, cutting into the lane and stealing it. She's back the other direction with the ball. Gets it to Matevier. Matevier wants that shot.
She's still trying.
No good. Like any good shooter, though, you got to keep shooting.
No, you got to feed the beast. Eventually,
feed the beast.
That shot's going to fall for Brooke, and if she gets hot, all of a sudden, Malden's got to look out. Important thing here is to look for your shot. Always have a second opening. If you've got a better option down low, pass it. High percentage, pass it. It'll come.
As Kiera Correa checks into the game. Comes in for Brooke Matevier, who takes a seat. As Malden turns that one over on the transition.
From what I've been able to tell from Malden is that they suffer from the same issue that Somerville has suffered from in the past. Lots of turnovers coming into transition. If you handle the ball, handle your business, and get set up in your sets, whoever does that more is going to win this game.
Linnaeus feeds Vieira on the left wing. She gets the entry pass down low.
There we go.
Nice look as she's able to find Johnson. Melanson to Johnson, and that goes in for 2. Back the other direction very quickly, though, as Furlong drives that one in, goes up for the 2, makes it, and is going to the free throw line.
Look, I like the idea of doing the full court pressure, but you still have to cover the back end. If you let teams leak out and get in front of you, it doesn't matter where you are on the court, you're gonna get scored on, and that is one of the fundamentals. You have to push back and guard your basket.
So Furlong at the line, looking to complete the old school 3-point play. Just under a minute remaining in the first quarter as she makes that one. Makes it a 10-point lead for Malden, 15-5, as Vieira will bring it up. Now Love. A little trapping 3-2 zone is what it looks like out there.
There we go, Kiara.
Kiara gets her own rebound. Correa's put back, no good though. Malden gets the board.
A lot of standing around by Malden on the rebounds. The balls are just kind of coming to him at this point.
The 2-pointer's up, it's no good, but following her own shot is Chen, and she's fouled as she followed her own shot. Let's see here, so that's going to be the
first on
fourth.
Kiara.
Yep, the 4th team foul on the Highlanders.
Coach O'Halloran's bringing in a couple more of their starters and Sabatino as well. Bringing Brooke back out on the court.
Chen's second shot is up and it's good. 12-point lead now for Malden. Shot clock is off, so Somerville can hold it for the last shot if they wish to. Linnaeus picks up her dribble, gets it to Melanson. Melanson back to Matevier at the top of the key. Love will drive it in from the right-hand side. Her runner is no good as Vieira comes away with the rebound. She's defended down low there. Furlong comes away with the steal. 5 seconds left here in the quarter. Furlong gets it off to Walcott. Walcott's shot is up and it is no good. So after the first quarter of play, the Lady Highlanders trailing the Golden Tornadoes by the score of 17 to 5, a 12-point deficit there. But as you pointed out, Braden, the run of play, the team that looks more exciting out there, the team that looks more capable out there, frankly, right now, seems to be Somerville. It's just the shots aren't falling for them.
And they will, trust me. Listen, it's a confidence thing, and I think that's something that they suffered from in the early part of the season. The fact that they saw a little bit of success against Notre Dame Academy, and you can see it here. They're moving the ball really, really well. Love is looking for her shot, as you see here, and she hits it from the outside. That's the first time we've seen Love really hit a shot from the outside. You can see that they're rebounding, they're collapsing on the ball. These are fundamentals, and they're putting it together. It's going to come. Yeah, sure, they're down 12 right now, but it's not going to stay that way for long. I'd like to see Evelyn get a little bit more involved and work her shot in, and also Tamika get the ball in down low. I think that she can really play. Pimentel, we haven't seen much out of her yet.
Yep, I was going to mention that.
Yeah, if she can drive the ball a little bit, I don't think Malden could be able to handle her.
That's what I was thinking about as well, that we've not really seen a lot of yet, is that speed and that ability to ball handle that we know that they have with Evelyn, with Love, with Melina as well. Those are all three great ball handlers, and they can use their ball handling ability to get Matevier some open shots. And Cremona can do that as well with her ball handling ability, and also get Michael open down in the low block.
Look, they got the pieces. I mean, Kiara is a great spark off the bench. Cremone's been playing the best defense that we've seen out of anybody on the Somerville side. They just need to put it all together at the same time. I really think Sabatino's going to have a big quarter, too.
And there was Sabatino. She passed it off to Linnaeus. Down low to Matevier on the baseline. Her jumper is up, and it's good. That's the way to open out the second quarter as Matevier puts it in for 2. Back the other direction now. Furlong with the ball. Matevier got her hand in there, tried to pick her pocket, made her lose control, and we have a jump ball situation on the alternating possession, though. It will go to Malden. Stupid rule.
Come on, possession arrow. You can't play along.
Malden inbounding now. Chin will get it back to Furlong. Furlong looking for the shot from the right wing. Her shot is up. It's no good as Linnaeus gets reached over by Walcott.
That's our ball.
But it came off of Walcott out of bounds. A great job by Love Linnaeus having great position down there in front of a much larger player.
Yeah.
And that's basically what caused the turnover.
Look, I think Somerville recognizes the fact that Malden's playing a bit of a sloppy game right now. They can take advantage of this if they want to. There we, oh! I thought that was going in.
Matevier just in and out on that three-point attempt. 10-point lead right now for Malden as Somerville is inbounding to the left of their basket. Gabby Vieira inbounding for Somerville. Furlong, though, able to steal that one as she anticipated that pass out to Linnaeus.
That's always the worst option, throwing in from your baseline, trying to go to the farthest player. It's almost impossible to make that happen. There we go, come on.
As Melanson will come away with it, she'll get it to Love. Love driving it in, bounces it off of herself.
They missed a reach-in foul there on Love. Didn't call it. Said that she dribbled it off, but I mean, she got slapped on the wrist. I'm going to start going Tommy on everybody. Look, you know, I apologize in advance if I get attacked. But
we'll be giving Braden points out after the game.
Yeah, look, okay, I got to speak up for my girls here.
As Melina Pimentel just checked back into the game, makes the steal and makes the bucket.
There's the hustle. That's what we're looking for.
Timeout on the floor now. Malden will take it after Somerville able to get the first two baskets here in the second quarter and take the run of play. They now trail by 8 with 6:41 remaining in the first half of play. But that's what we've been wanting to see from the Lady Highlanders there, is some aggressiveness offensively, take those shots, get those open looks as Matevier was able to make hers, and then Pimentel with that defensive intensity and able to turn it right into points immediately.
Yeah, points off turnovers, man. That's how you're going to score some points here against Malden. And if you start getting a run together, start putting together, Brooks' shots are getting a little bit closer to going in. You can tell that she's just kind of zoning in on the target. And she's just missed a few times. And then you see Pimentel. She's really going to be a big part about coming back into this game. You saw the layup. You saw this, the fact that she looks for the ball all the time. She knows where she is on the court. Not only mentioning the ball hawking skills that she has on defense in the hustle, but she also knows where she needs to be on offense in the offensive set. You can see from that inbound pass, she knew exactly where she needed to be, got the easy bucket.
So Somerville will be in a man-to-man full court pressure. It's Kaylin Leonard able to break the pressure from Malden.
There we
Great
go.
anticipation there by Evelyn Aea.
Really? Come on, she threw an elbow.
Oh, and then a touch foul on Jen Cremona.
You gotta be kidding me. Oh, I'm gonna start getting up. I feel like I need to stand up.
Watch out now.
All right, okay.
Watch out now.
No, it's all right.
Don't
it's
go,
okay. No,
don't go full Tommy on us.
No, I'm not gonna go Tommy yet, but you know, if I start shouting, I apologize in advance. People listening on channel and watching on channel 15, things might get animated.
Jen Cremona got charged with that foul.
Wait, they called that on Cremona?
They
Okay,
did
come
call
on.
that Cremona.
Seriously?
That is her first foul. That is the team's 5th. As Moise made her first.
Okay, all right.
I would agree.
I'm just saying, I'm giving stank eye already.
Moise missed the second.
Here we go.
Back the other direction, Melina.
No slap
puts it
foul.
up, no good.
Come on. Really? I could hear that from here. All right, no, all right, no, okay. No, we're good.
Full court pressure once again applied by Somerville.
There we go, Evelyn.
As Evelyn's able to knock that one away.
Ball don't lie. You can see it. You can see Melina's upset about that, and she should be. Ooh.
Furlong gets it down low to Moise. Moise's shot is no good. Gets her own rebound though. Goes right back up with it, and that's a foul. So we're going to call that one once again on Jen Cremona. That's going to be her second personal foul, the team's 6th. So Malden will be shooting free throws the rest of the way in this half.
I'm going to go quiet for a little bit.
Lead by 9 right now.
I got to go quiet. I'm not going to say anything, but that foul was a little cheaper. That foul was cheaper than the ref's haircut. Come on. Really?
Moise makes her first. Waiting on her second as Cremona will take a seat. after getting her second personal foul. Emily O'Regan checks into the game. Second shot by Moise is no good. O'Regan comes away with the rebound, feeds it to Matevier. Matevier up to Sabatino. So they try to work their offense. There's Evelyn with the three-pointer. It's no good. Down low, Pimentel able to come away with the rebound. She tries to feed it out to Evelyn. Evelyn gets it knocked away, though, as Chin got her hand in there. Chin going in, looking for the shot. She'll get fouled.
Nice to get back on defense. The one thing I'd like to see Somerville cut down a little bit is the long passes. Go for the short pass first. It's okay if it goes through two people. You're not going to beat them out with those passes. Even the step that you might get is not worth the chance of turning it over. You got to drop that dime. It's hard to do.
Chin at the line, shooting two, makes her first. That foul, by the way, went against Sabatino. That is her first. It's 7th team foul against the Lady Highlanders. Chin's second shot is no good. As Ayaya comes away with the rebound, and they're going to get Chin on the foul that time.
Oh, a foul called on Malden. What's the occasion?
That's going to be Chin's first foul.
It must be my birthday. I'll get it.
So they try to feed O'Regan down low. She feeds it out to Matevier from the right wing. Matevier's shot's no good. Pimentel fighting for the rebound. As they get it out to Evelyn. Evelyn's shot
Evelyn.
No good, but Ayaya follows her shot and puts it in for two. Makes it a 9-point game once again. And Matevier now, that pressure is starting to get to Malden as Matevier with the steal. Get it over to Sabatino. Sabatino will drive, and she is fouled as she goes up for the shot. Great job there by Emily as she caused the foul to occur by being aggressive going to the basket.
Force the issues. They're not going to get any favors from the refs apparently in this half, so you got to force the issue. Sabatino did exactly that. Force their hand, and hey, you had to call a foul. I'm proud of you.
That foul goes against Janaea Walcott. That is her second. That is Malden's 5th team foul. Emily's first free throw is no good. Sabatino's second shot is no good as well.
There we go.
Rebound tipped over to Pimentel. She feeds it out to Matevier, who kicks it off to the right wing to Ayaya. Over to Sabatino. Back down to Matevier on the left block. Her shot is no good. O'Regan tries to follow it and gets blocked. We have a jump ball there. And on the possession arrow, the Lady Highlanders will keep possession. Greatest rule in the history of basketball.
It's unbelievable. Thank God for the possession arrow. It really is a testament to the beauty of this game.
Pimentel tries to inbound it directly to Matevier in the right wing. Gets stolen by Chin, though.
Yeah, they're looking for those long passes. Somerville's really got to cut down on those. There we go, ladies. Oh.
They tried to get it into Moise. Initially got stolen away, but kicked it out to Walcott, who missed the corner jumper. And we're going to have Chin going over the back on the weak side rebound attempt. So Chin called for her second personal foul. That'll be the 6th team foul against Malden.
Hey, a broken clock is right twice a day, apparently.
4 minutes, 30 seconds left here in the first half. Somerville trailing by 9, 20-11. As they have the ball, Pimentel with it on the left wing, feeds it over to Johnson. Kylie Johnson's shot is no good. As Moise came away with the rebound.
It's funny how that ball came out of Kylie Johnson's hand. It feels like she kind of tipped. There we go!
Pimentel with the steal there.
She's got to get a little bit more arc underneath her shot.
I was thinking the same thing, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Pimentel, a little dribble drive there with the dish off to Ayaya.
Really? Really? No, that ball just magically slapped out of her hand, I guess. Okay.
Referees say it was touched last by Somerville.
Oh, we're going to have words.
Here's the play right here. And it did come off of her foot. Now, whether someone reached in there or not, I'm not commenting.
Before the ball came off her foot, I mean, she got her hand slapped.
Big steal there by Brooke Mativier, though. Back the other direction. Now Somerville will come with it. So Mativier tried to drive inside. Nothing doing there as Malden was able to knock it away.
There we go, Evelyn.
And IA is going to get called for the foul there.
I gotta say, it's like night and day with Evelyn right now. She is playing some of the most inspired basketball I've seen from her all season. Love what I'm seeing from her right now. She's out there, she's getting her hands involved, she's ball hawking. You can tell that she's got a little bit of the swagger. She's got, a little bit of the step in it to it. You gotta like it.
And the first shot of the 1-and-1 rolls home for Caitlin Leonard. Earns the second of the 1-and-1. That was Evelyn's first personal, by the way. That's the 8th team foul against the Lady Highlanders as Tamika Michaels checks back into the game, as well as Kiara Correa. That one could not quite get rolled home, as that one's going to go out of bounds off of Tutora. Somerville ball.
Look, Somerville's down 10 right now, but you wouldn't know it if you were watching this game and not paying attention to the scoreboard. Honestly, they're making the most out of their possessions, and it's a long game, my friends. They just got to keep hitting their shots like Love's doing right here.
As Linnaeus hits nothing but the bottom of the net from 3.
You can see it. She just popped and locked it. She knew what she was doing. Great shot. Didn't overthink it. That's what Somerville needs to do.
So Malden now with that 7-point lead. Looking back the other direction is Caitlin Leonard as she finds nothing including the net.
Look at this. Look at this shot. Just takes it, pops it, saw the defender trying to close in it, didn't worry her. She just took it and shot it. Don't think about the shot. Don't worry about missing it. All you got to do is make it.
Somerville trailing now by 7. Love will try that 3-pointer again. That one's no good.
Good luck, though.
Malden comes away with the rebound. Walcott ball handling there, feeds it off to Furlong.
There we go,
Trying to get it into Tutora.
Yeah!
Great job by Tamika Michael, very active hands there, is able to knock it away and get the turnover.
She had great positioning. She knew that she was basically in the back pocket of her assignment, and she was able to force the issue. Great job.
There's Correa now with it. Off to Love, over to Iea, back to Love. She and Iea will play a little 2-man game there. A little driving runner there by Evelyn's, no good.
There we go, Tamika.
Correa, great positioning there as Tamika was able to tip it to her. Iea tries the 3-pointer, that's no good.
No
Gotta
foul?
get a shot off here though. And that's gonna be a shot clock violation as they never touch the rim with any of their shots.
That's okay. I mean, Evelyn was fouled, and yet my favorite ref in the world managed to miss it. Although he was looking directly at it.
Kylie Johnson checks into the game for the Lady Highlanders. 2 minutes left in the half. Somerville trailing by 7. Malden with the ball here. As they try to feed it to the inside.
There we go.
Great job defensively there by the Lady Highlanders, knocking it away as Love brings it back the other direction. She'll take it herself and get fouled as she goes in. As that one's going to go against Caitlin Leonard. That's going to be her first personal foul.
Look, Malden's not doing the positioning that they need to do, and the girls for Somerville can definitely take advantage of that. Drive the hole, force the issue. They eventually are going to call fouls against Malden. It's going to happen, even if I have to lend these refs my glasses.
As Love's first free throw is good. Second free throw for Love to lean is good.
Hey, don't look now, but it's a 5-point game.
It is a 5-point game as Somerville continues their 4-court pressure, which has gotten to Malden here in the second quarter of play. It's Furlong able to get it. Evelyn behind her, knocking the ball away.
There's my ladies. I like it.
Malden will inbounds.
Ball hawking. That's going to force the issue. You can already tell that Malden's overthinking what they're doing with the ball.
As Linnaeus able to knock that inbounds away. Malden once again being forced to inbounds.
I mean, you can literally see the confidence building in the Somerville Highlanders right now. Look at this.
Big turnover as the Lady Highlanders have the opportunity to cut this one down to a 1-possession game.
Hey, if we can we get a shot on the bench because they're going nuts for this. They love the defense. Brooke is leading the charge over there as what the captain should. and really supporting the team that's out on the out there on the court right now.
As the Golden Tornadoes now back the other direction.
There we go, Love!
And they're going to get a foul called.
Oh, come on. That was clean.
It's going to go against, I think they got.
She got all ball. Are you kidding me?
Love gets called for the foul there. That's her first personal. It's a 9th team foul against the Lady Highlanders. Furlong at the line looking to make 2.
Am I watching a different sport
No.
than the refs? Because I could have sworn that ball got swatted away before Love came in. I'm just going to say.
I think if there was a foul there, it was probably against Evelyn, not against Love.
Yeah, but I thought Evelyn got ball.
As she's able to put home both of those free throws. Seven-point lead now for Malden as the Lady Highlanders have it. Pass goes down to Mativier. It's stolen away, though, by Walcott. Malden bringing it back the other direction. Furlong looking low to Moise. Moise, very quick move to the basket.
All right, see Malden making a little bit of a comeback here at the end of the quarter. That's fine. Somerville's got to stifle them, though. Answer it right back.
As Linnaeus now trying to drive, she'll get called for the travel as she stuttered stepped. Malden now with a 9-point lead. They'll be inbounding with 57.4 seconds left here in
There
the
we go,
first half.
Kiara.
Great steal there because Correa got the tip. Love got the bucket, and she's going to the line to make the old school 3-point play.
I love what I'm seeing from Love so far. I got to say it. She's played one of the best first halves out of anybody out here. This is one of the best first halves that Somerville has had. They're competitive. Look at this.
Great job by Correa there.
Yep.
Love right there to pick it up and goes right in for the bucket. That's actually the 3rd personal on Walcott as well. As Love completes the old school 3-point play. Makes it a 6-point lead for Malden. It's Chin with it now. She's defended by Linnaeus out there.
Love.
That's going to go out of bounds off of Love. Thought maybe Chin had touched it one more time before it went out of bounds, but it'll stay Malden's ball.
You expecting to get that call? Because we're not watching the same game then.
I wasn't expecting necessarily. As they get it down to Moises on the right block, she's able to put it up and in. Correa feeds it over to Mativier.
Brooke.
Mativier with the 3-pointer. It bounces, no good as it hits the top of the backboard. Malden will get the ball.
Keep shooting, Brooke.
31.2 seconds left as Somerville keeps that full court pressure going. Furlong feeds it to Moises. Moises feeds it over to Brown as Brown gets her first points of the game.
Wait, what was that call?
I'm not totally sure what all that was. Coach O'Halloran trying to figure it out too.
Yeah. He kind of did like a chicken dance kind of a thing. I don't know, I've never seen that before.
As Johnson's shot gets blocked, Malden comes away with it, and that's going to be Somerville's ball as they were going to hand in. It came off of Chin last.
You gotta love that. Malden had 2 players leak out. All they had to do was get the ball up the court, and the defense from Somerville really stopped it. There we go, Kiara.
Kiara Correa's shot's no good. Johnson's shot back up.
Oh!
It is no good at the buzzer. So we will go to the half with the Lady Highlanders trailing 29-19, a 10-point deficit as we go to halftime here at the Fieldhouse at Somerville High School. The Lady Highlanders trailing in this one to the Malden Golden Tornadoes. You are watching Somerville Lady Highlander basketball on Somerville Educational Channel 15. We are back for second half action here as the Golden Tornadoes of Malden lead your Lady Highlanders of Somerville by the score of 29-19. As we move to the second half here, Braden, by the way, I'm Todd Harmon alongside Braden Moriarty. And as we move towards the second half here, Braden, what are we going to be looking for from the Lady Highlanders?
We're just going to look for the Highlanders to keep up the intensity that they've been out and playing with. You can tell that they got the confidence about them. This is a close ball game. They're down by 10, but if they come out hot and they keep doing playing the way that they should be playing, and they're playing a great game so far, they just have to get the ball to go into the hoop. And the shots are going to fall. They just got to play their game, play within themselves, work it within the system. Talent level, they are actually better and have played better than what Malden showed so far. They just have to keep up the intensity, especially on defense, and it's going to work out for them.
So we look at our leading scorers in the first half of play. Let's see here. LaDavia Moise was the leading scorer for Malden with 9 points, number 3. Let's see here. Mackenzie Furlong was second highest scorer for them with 7 points. Caitlin Linner was the third highest scorer with 6 points. Also with points for Malden was Sujan Chin, Janaea Walcott, as well as Yasmin Brown, each with 2 points. On the Somerville side of the ledger, Love Linnaeus leads all scorers with 10 points. And then Evelyn Ayea, Melina Pimentel, Kylie Johnson, Brooke Matevier, each with 2, and Tamika Michael with 1 point. And those are your scorers as we open out the action here in the second half. Malden opens out with the ball and immediately has it stolen away by Evelyn Ayea. As she gets down to Melina Pimentel, she'll feed it off to Michael, who kicks it back out. Feed it right back down to Tamika. Shot is up, it's no good as Jen Cremone tried to spin around and put it up, and that one was no good as well. Back the other way, Caitlin Leonard, her layup is no good as Ayea did a great job getting back defensively and fighting for the rebound as Evelyn came away with it, got it out to Matevier. Matevier, though, had her pocket picked from behind.
You can see, even as they come out from the halftime break, they're keeping up the defensive pressure, causing fits for Malden. Look at this, here we go.
And there's Ayea once again with a steal. She'll feed it back to Matevier as she dribbled too far there. Matevier's shot is up, it's no good as Michael gets the rebound. She can't quite get a shot off though. So back the other direction is Leonard for Malden.
It's kind of hard to get the shot off when you're being draped by a coat and being hung all over, but apparently the refs are going to let that happen.
But they will call that against Brooke Matevier.
Of course they will.
And that will be her, let's see here, her first personal foul, the first team foul here in the second half of play against the Lady Highlanders.
You can already see that there's a little bit more of a commitment on defense. They're playing the ball pretty well, but fortunately they couldn't close up on that layup right there.
Totora with a nice move towards the basket against Cremone, able to put that one in. Lady Highlanders now trailing by 12 as Tamika Michael gets it on the right block. She'll kick it back out to Pimentel. Pimentel will drive and dish out to Ayea. Ayea's shot is up, and it is good from 2. Her foot was on the line.
God, but the catch and the shoot, that's the thing. You don't worry about whether or not you're going to make the shot, just take it. And you can see it right there. Evelyn, relying on instinct, hits the shot. That's what Somerville needs to do here.
So get the ball right down to Moise. And Moise immediately puts that one in.
Yeah, Tamika tried to make up for where her positioning was and went for the ball instead of guarding her man. And that's okay. Here we go.
As Tamika gives it right back with her own shot.
Hey, that'll work.
I heard her call bank on that one.
She did?
Yes, I heard it. It's full court pressure once again. This time Furlong able to break that pressure, gets it off to Walcott. Walcott with a strong pass, too strong, and Moise could not handle it. Out of bounds off of Malden. Somerville will have it.
There we go. You can see the bench is animated. Everybody's fired up about the defense. It's causing fits for Malden, so just keep it up. You've seen some nice play so far from Tamika in this half already. I'd like to see them work the ball through Pimentel a little bit more and then try to work it around to Brooke.
Yeah, as you saw right there, they stepped right in front of that pass to Matevier. Furlong with it now. As she gets it stolen right away by Matevier, but couldn't quite hold on to it. She tried to hand it off to Evelyn Ayea there, but little miscommunication out of bounds off of Somerville.
That's okay. She gave it a shot. Liked the idea of it, but she'll eventually get that.
As the inbounds comes to Tora.
Oh,
Immediately goes up with it. Tamika Michael gets called for her third personal foul.
Apparently we're calling fouls on this end of the court for this half. It's amazing how that happens.
That's tough there for the Lady Highlanders as Tamika picks up her third personal. It's a second team foul against the Highlanders. It's Tora at the line shooting 2. First shot is up and it's no good. Tora's second shot. No good as well.
You can see it. There's confidence being built here with the rebounding and everything else that Somerville's been able to do with the defensive pressure and everything else. They just have to play within themselves and not worry about their fundamentals, but rely on them.
There's Evelyn Iaea's three-pointer. It's no good.
There you go.
As Pimentel knocks it out of bounds. Tried to pick Leonard's pocket.
Hey, she forced a reset on the defense with their quick hands on that, and it forces the reset, which makes Malden drop back into their set. Lets everybody get back on defense. Hey, what? Serious? We're not calling it over and back now? Okay, seriously?
The Walcott's back foot was obviously on the line, but no call on that one. However, they will call the blocking foul against Brooke. It's her second personal.
I don't really need my glasses. You want to borrow them, ref? Come on, Stripes. I got them right here. It's a pretty good prescription.
So inbound to Moises. And Moise will pick up the foul. And that one goes against Tamika. That's going to be her fourth.
Oh.
Let's see who that goes up against. Nope, that's actually going to go against Iaea.
Somerville's going to take a timeout.
So Evelyn picked up her second personal foul. There's 14 fouls now against the Lady Highlanders here in the second half of play already.
I feel like that timeout was less for Somerville to regroup and maybe to let the refs catch up and realize they're calling a basketball game with two teams playing at the moment.
Possibly could be something along those lines. It's Coach O'Halloran talking to his ladies there. Still trailing by 10, 33-23. 4 minutes and 39 seconds remaining here in the third quarter of play. Lady Highlanders struggling in terms of finishing their shots. They are getting good looks. They haven't been able to quite finish them. And then on the defensive end, they're just really struggling with what to do with Moise down low.
Yeah, that's the one thing that they haven't been able to answer yet. And, they're not going to have to worry about that if they start making their shots at their end. The conversion rate that you've seen right now for positive possessions down on Malden's end, they're averaging, just from eyeballing it, maybe a quarter of their possessions are turning into points. And that's not going to work out in the long term, especially over a full half. Somerville is doing much better with the ball. They just have to get the ball in the hoop. More shots equals more chances.
So Moise at the line, shooting 2. Her first one is no good. Moise currently leading all scorers with 11 points this game. Makes the second. It's an 11-point lead now for Malden.
I think that's one of the most important reasons that you have to watch Tamika and make sure that she stays out of foul trouble, because she has been really good matched up against 3, but she's got to stay on the floor for it to happen.
Love will kick it off to Matevier. Matevier open from the right wing against his 2-3 zone. No good though. Tamika came away with a rebound, and Love hits nothing but the bottom of the net. That's her second three-pointer of the game.
Here we go,
and
Love!
Back the other direction, Love with the steal. Could not quite put in the layup though.
You gotta love the effort though. That was excellent D.
And they get it ahead to Moises. Moises' shot is no good. Rebound being fought for. Totora had it, put it up, and now we have a jump ball situation on the alternating possession. The Highlanders will have it. Best rule in the history of the game.
Really, it's the only thing going Somerville's way that so far, at least on the official side of things.
Just under 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter as Iaea gets that screen at the top of the key. feeding Matevier down on the left block, back out to Love. Love will drive it inside, feed Iea. Iea from the right wing is no good. And Walcott comes away with the rebound.
Good shot by Evelyn. She just needed to get a little air under her shot, needed to jump with it, but that's okay. It'll keep falling.
It's Tutora now. Gets fouled as she goes up for the shot. Looked like she may have taken an extra step there, but no call on that.
Yeah, we're not going to see that. Come on. Hey, look, 5 fouls on Somerville, 0 on Malden.
And that foul goes against Emily O'Regan. That's her first personal foul. That is the 5th team foul against the Lady Highlanders here in the second half of play. And Tutora's first free throw is up and in. There's Coach O'Halloran on your screen for a moment there. Looking a little exasperated as you are, Braden.
Well, hey, look, you know, I call it like I see it, Todd. And right now, I'm seeing a little bit of red.
Tutora spins home her second one. 10-point contest once again for Malden. Coach O'Halloran giving Evelyn just a little bit of pointers there about what he wants done, what to run in terms of the offense. As they get it over to Love in the right corner, her shot is up and in for 3. That's 3 3-pointers for Love Linnaeus tonight.
Yeah, let's talk about Love right now. I mean, honestly, she's on fire. Keep feeding her the ball. There we go, girls.
Defense there by Somerville as they're able to steal the ball away, but Moise able to steal it right back. And the foot was on the line there for Furlong, but the shot was no good as Linnaeus comes away with the rebound.
I want Love to look for her shot. She can drive right on who's defending her right now. They can't keep up with her footwork. If she can get the ball and work her way down the baseline, I think that she can get a couple easy buckets this way. But she's just got to get the ball in her hands. And you can see Evelyn's thinking about getting it to her.
And there's Matevier on the left wing. She'll feed it down to O'Regan. O'Regan will lose it out of bounds. So the turnover goes back to Malden. 2:08 left here in the third quarter. Somerville trailing by 7. Somerville, though, looking to set up that full court pressure. So they get the ball into Moise. And that is out of bounds. Moise tried to feed the ball back to Leonard. Leonard was standing on the line when it was thrown to her out of bounds.
Excellent, excellent play by Brooke to force that issue, and she knew it. She immediately called for that ball, and the ref wasn't going to be able to give it to Malden, even though you could tell that he kind of wanted to. You think he's from Malden?
I don't know. Not sure.
Kind of looks like he's from Malden. He's got that look to him.
I see. Matevier now working it with Iea at the outside.
Oh!
With the three-pointer
Let's talk
again.
about
it. Love is on fire from 3 right now.
Uh-huh.
Makes it a 4-point game, 36-32. The pressure is once again on by the Lady Highlanders.
Hey.
As Chin has it, she'll feed it up looking for Moise. Moise will put it up, no good. The follow is put away and good as Brown puts that one in for Malden.
And the crowd is fired up here. Feed Love. Come on.
Iea setting in the offense. A little bit of a 1-2-1 zone Malden running right now. As they try to get it to Matevier on that right wing, she'll feed it to O'Regan. O'Regan, though, will lose it for a second. She gets it right back, though, and we have a foul. Malden going to get called for the reach in. We'll see how that goes against.
Ref, you sure?
That's going to go against Moise. That's going to be her first personal foul.
You want to think about it, ref? Oh, wait. No, you actually... Oh, okay. Okay, wow. You got something right. Proud of you.
Walcott checks into the game for Malden. As that foul also was Malden's first team foul. We're near the end of the third quarter of play.
First team foul called. First team foul called.
As Michael's shot is up, it is no good. Fighting for the rebound, but Moise comes away with it. Pass comes over to Leonard. feeding Furlong. Furlong's shot is up. It's no good. Moise will be fouled as she went up for the shot. See who gets called on that one.
They're going to call it on Love because
They
apparently
do call it on Love.
somebody here wasn't loved as a child.
That's 2 personals on Love. That's a 16 foul against the Lady Highlanders. A little grist for your mill here, Braden. 16 fouls against the Lady Highlanders. 1 team foul against Malden in the third quarter of play so far.
Yeah. I'm well aware. Not happy about it.
I was just lighting the fuse, seeing what might happen.
Well, I'm just gonna sit back here for a second. Let the refs think about what they've done.
As Moise makes 1 of 2. 39-32 the lead, 7-point lead for the Golden Tornadoes as Aya drives it in. She puts a shot up. Moise got a hold of it though, got a tip off of it. And that's going to go out of bounds off of the Lady Highlanders. So 12.6 seconds left in the third quarter. Malden will inbounds as Emily Sabatino checks back into the game.
Giving Tamika a nice rest. She actually, she deserved it right there. Did some excellent rebounding, some excellent play down in the post. You could really tell it. Hopefully Sabatino can do the same thing.
Leonard with the ball now. Malden looking for the last shot of the quarter as Walcott gets it. They get it down to Moise.
Oh, come on!
And Matevier is going to get called for the foul as Moise went up for the shot. I'd kind of like to see a replay of that. There was definitely all ball. I don't know whether she got her with the body.
Spoiler alert, she didn't.
That will be Matevier's 3rd personal. 7th team foul against the Lady Highlanders. Malden's going to be shooting foul shots for the remainder of this game. Moise's first shot is no good.
7-1, Todd. 7-1 fouls in favor of. Well, Somerville's got 7, so.
I would say that favors Malden.
Yeah.
Personally.
I'm too mad to
1
speak.
second left. There's a last second shot by Aya off the backboard. No good. And that will lead us towards the fourth quarter as the score is 40-32. Somerville trailing as they were able to cut it to a 4-point lead in that third quarter of play with a hot shooting of Love Linnaeus as she put home 3 3-pointers in that quarter. But the Lady Highlanders still trailing in this one, Braden.
Hey, look, and it's not their fault. Honestly, they are playing some really good, inspired basketball right now on both sides of the floor. You know, it's just too bad because as you take a look at half court and you can see what's out in front of us, there are 2 referees. We're looking for the 3rd so they can complete the blind mice set. But that's fine. Somerville can't let that get them down. It might fluster me, but as long as they come out and play their game in the fourth quarter, they have a real good shot at picking up that W, despite the refs' best efforts.
So we near the fourth quarter of play. Somerville looking to pick up their first win of the season, as are the Golden Tornadoes of Malden looking for their first win of the season. Malden right now with the 8-point lead. Somerville trailed by 12 after the first quarter, trailed by 10 after the second quarter, trailed by 8 after the third quarter. So they've been able to cut slightly into that lead that Malden got out to in that first quarter. So with some hot shooting, hopefully here in the fourth, Somerville can get rid of the remainder of that lead.
Hey, look, you got to be happy for Somerville. This is a competitive quarter that we're going into. They have a real shot at winning this game. It's 3 possessions, really, and they can get that back. It's no problem. They just got to play their game.
Malden now working their offense. They'll feed it inside to Moise. Moise's shot is no good. Her putback attempt, as she got her own rebound, is no good as well. And Pimentel coming back the other direction. She will go up for the shot and be called for the offensive foul.
You gotta be kidding me. Are we watching the same game?
That will be Molina's first personal foul. Let's see this.
Oh, come on. Stripes, I know you're wearing vertical, but I'm crossed over here.
We have a timeout on the floor. Malden calling a timeout. Head coach Olivia Coverdale wanting to talk to her players.
I'm not nuts, right? I mean, I'm not out of my mind here. It's 8-1 foul calls going against Somerville on their home court. I'm not. arguing for any hometown discount here, but really, let's call the game the way that it's being played. Somerville's forcing the issue. They're driving down into the lane. They're not getting the same calls that Malden's getting. And I'm getting a little frustrated. But we got a little over 7.5 minutes to go in the game. Talent can override this. As soon as Somerville starts putting the basket, as long as they're not getting as frustrated as I am, they're going to be fine.
I always enjoy watching, by the way, as we watch Coach O'Halloran over there, his animated coaching style, his demonstrating exactly how he wants hands up, how he wants them to be playing. It's always good to see. It's also, he's got his arm around Melina right now, just giving her a little one-on-one coaching. Mm-hmm. He also has done that. I've seen him do that with Kylie Johnson earlier this game as well.
He's also taking the glasses off, and maybe he tried to lend them to the refs too.
Yeah, possibly so. So Malden will inbound after that offensive foul was called against Pimentel. As they're back the other direction.
No offensive call on that? Okay.
As Walcott lost control of that ball, but was able to get it back there. She gets it inside to Brown. Brown's shot is no good. Moise, no good. Malden continues to get the rebound as Brown was tied up by Somerville. Great job by the Lady Highlanders. Kept on fighting, never gave up. Got the tie up on the possession arrow. The Lady Highlanders have it. That's the best rule in the history of the game.
Hey, possession arrow don't lie, my friend. It's out there. It's doing the justice that apparently is incapable to be done by the officials on the court. You got to remove human error, okay? And there's plenty of that here going on right now.
Love Linnaeus just checked right back into the game, as did Tamika Michael as well. Setting the lineup right now for the Lady Highlanders. Kylie Johnson just inbounded it to Evelyn Iea. Also Emily Sabatino, Love Linnaeus, and Tamika Michael. As Linnaeus has it right now on the right wing. Feeds Sabatino. Sabatino looking inside to Michael. Tamika puts up the shot. It's no good. Brown comes away with a weak side rebound, but Iea steals it.
Good look down, trying to get the ball down in the post to Tamika. That was a really good idea. Oh,
my goodness! Evelyn Iea!
From the parking lot!
She shot that one from Cambridge. Good Lord, she's put that one in from Cambridge.
She was in the cafeteria.
Yes, she was. She was getting a meal.
Yeah! That's off blue! No! That's off blue!
Called off of the Lady Highlanders. 5-point game right now. The Lady Highlanders trailing here 40-35, 6:39 remaining in the game.
Oh, somebody's trying to get my Irish up over here.
Leonard inbounding for the Golden Tornadoes, gets it to Furlong. Furlong feeding Brown. Brown matched up against Kylie Johnson. Good defense there, though. As Moise was able to get the weak side rebound of the errant shot, but the ball was knocked out of bounds. Here's that shot by Evelyn.
Look at that!
I swear she did. She shot that from the calf. She was having a meal in the cafeteria.
Yeah, she really was.
Furlong's two-pointer is up. It's no good. Over the back. You got to call that. Thank you. It's been happening all night, sir. You finally called it.
Hey!
Brown over the back. See, even I get annoyed sometimes, Braden.
Oh, listen, I'm going to get annoyed for both of us, but honestly, seriously, come on! Let's go!
Brown gets called for the over the back there. That's her first personal, only the second team foul for the Golden Tornadoes here in the second half. As Iea has it on the left wing. That's her range right there.
Yep, yeah. If she's in the building, it's her range right now. Look at, she's thinking about it.
She'll put the runner up off glass, no good. As Moise has tried to be tied up and not able to do it. Furlong back the other direction. As Linnaeus gets nothing but ball there and knocks that one away.
That's my girl, Love. Way to go.
Malden now will inbound. There's that block.
Ooh!
Let's watch that one, yeah.
Yeah, I want to see that one again. Love getting back on D, dropping the Kevin Garnett-like block.
Leonard inbounds to Furlong. Furlong gets it out to Walcott. Walcott now defended by Sabatino. So
Here we
get
go,
it
girls.
inside to Moises. Looking for a foul there. It's going to be a foul against Malden, I believe. They're going to call that against Yasmin Brown.
Is that 2 in a row on Malden?
That is 2 in a row they called against Malden.
Well,
here's that block once again by Love Linnaeus. Look at her. She elevates. Nothing but ball.
Get the heck out. Matumbo action from Love. She's only about 3 times shorter than he is.
Yeah. But Love says, get your shot out of here. So trailing by 5, Lady Highlanders with the ball as Matevier gets called for the travel.
Come on!
So they'll turn it over on that travel call against Matevier. Leonard will feed it up to Walcott. Walcott defended by Pimentel.
There we go.
And there's Molina into the passing lane. She's got it. She's looking to get away from all the defenders there as they were able to steal the ball away from her. And they get it up to Moises. Moises feeds it off to Brown. Brown's shot is up. It's no good. Moises is going to be called for over the back. Finally, they're calling over the back.
I want to see Love keep shooting. I want to see Pimentel keep bothering everybody on defense and bringing the ball up, forcing the issue. Don't let Malden get back into defensive sets. And Evelyn's been playing an inspired game. We got a 5-point game with 5 minutes left. Let's see Somerville close this out and get back into it.
So they feed it to Pimentel on the baseline. She tried the shot to a cutting Michael. Stolen away by Walcott, though, I should say, by Furlong. Furlong feeds it forward to Leonard. Leonard's shot is up. It's no good. Batted around, and Pimentel comes away with the rebound.
I want to see them hold it up here, get themselves set up in their offensive set. Evelyn really knows what she's been doing so far. Look for your players. Look for who's hot. Tamika's been doing pretty well. Love's been doing really well. Try to feed Brooke if you can, but, don't force the issue. Don't try to get too cute with your passes. There's
Matevier with the drive. She puts it up, and she is fouled as Moises gets called for the foul. That's the 3rd personal foul against Moises, all 3 of them coming very, very recently. And the 5th team foul now against Malden.
Hey, eventually the pendulum's going to swing back the other way. And right now, as far as momentum goes, as far as the game goes, it's Somerville's way. They just got to start converting.
It's Matevier at the line for 2, makes her first.
Play to your strengths right now. Don't get too overexcited. You got Pimentel out there. She's a great ball handler. Love's doing a great job out there right now.
Brooks' second shot rolls home.
Ball don't fly.
And the pressure working well for the Lady Highlanders as they're able to steal it away. 4 on 2, back the other direction. Love Linnaeus with 2, and it is a 1-point game.
Let's go! Come
the Lady
on,
Highlanders
everybody.
have cut this down to a 1-point game. It was an 8-point lead for Malden coming into the 4th quarter of play, and the Lady Highlanders have cut 7 of those points out of the way. They trail by 1 by the score of 40-39 as they have held the Golden Tornadoes scoreless for almost half of this period thus far.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves a ball game. I told you this from the beginning. All Somerville needed to do was play their game, stay within themselves, just do what they do best. Ball hawking D, get out there, crisp passing, force the issue. They use their speed, and they are doing a great job, and they're right back in it. Here we are, 1-point game. I'm excited. How are you feeling?
I'm excited.
Let's go, Todd. Let's do it.
I'm excited. We will see what happens. I'm excited. Want the Lady Highlanders get right back into this one and get the lead as they have gotten back into this one. Quick update about the boys, by the way, as they are playing at Malden tonight. They trailed by 9 points at one point in the 3rd quarter. However, they were able to come back and win that one and move their record to 6-1 on the season with a 64-61 victory over the Golden Tornado of Malden at Malden in boys action.
Well, way to go. Everything's coming up Somerville right now. Let's hope it keeps going that way.
Our man on the scene, Jeff Argenziano, with that information.
Thank you, Jeff. Love you, buddy.
Malden looking to inbounds here.
Here we go.
Somerville steals this one away. I cannot believe this. That is an absolute wrong call. That is an incorrect call. That is an incorrect call. She never had possession on this side of the floor, but they are going to call it over and back. That is an absolutely incorrect call.
How many of these refs are named Donaghy?
So Malden with the inbounds, they'll feed the low post to Tutora. Tutora's shot is blocked as Malden comes away with the rebound. Somerville will get it. Tamika Michael with the ball. So Somerville now trailing by 1, 4 minutes left in this game.
All right, we all just need to settle down. All right, I know we're all a little excited, but here we go. Possession to take the lead. First fourth quarter lead of the season possible on this possession. Let's lose our minds, Todd. Come on, let's go.
As Ayala has it, looking for the three. It hits nothing but the bottom of the net, and the Lady Highlanders lead by 2.
Here we go. Now this is basketball.
Furlong brings it down to Brown. Brown goes up against Michael, and Tamika gets called for the foul. That will be her 4th personal foul. So with 3.5 minutes left, Tamika just picked up her 4th personal. And going to the line shooting 2 will be Brown as the Lady Highlanders lead 42-40 here with 3:30 remaining in the game.
Okay. All right, ref. That's all right. Okay. Let's go ahead. Let me just wait a second, and I'm going to quote Rashid. Ball don't lie.
Brown's first free throw is no good, short.
The patron saint of basketball justice, Rasheed Wallace, has always spoken the truth. And I'll repeat.
Brown second.
Oh.
Rolls home.
I thought I was golden there. I was set up.
4.5 minutes into this quarter, Malden has finally scored their first point of the quarter as Somerville has really ramped up their defensive pressure. Somerville leads by 1 as they have the ball.
Suffocating, stifling D. That's what Somerville's been doing really well. Playing it to a T, and you can feel it. They feel it right now.
As they work the ball around, Mativier feeds it to Michael. Michael goes up for the shot, no good. And Moise loses it out of bounds, but it is off of Somerville. So Malden will inbounds now against that full court pressure of the Lady Highlanders.
Come on, Tamika.
They're able to get it across. Leonard will feed Moise.
Walk.
That's a travel. That is a travel. Shuffle of the feet. Moise is called. So we are going back the other direction as Somerville will get it on the turnover. 2:53 left in the game. Somerville leading by 1, 42-41. I like seeing how Somerville taking their time. There's a lot of pressure in this situation, but they're letting the game come to them. They're not pushing the issue.
That's fine. That's what you want to do. Don't force it.
Wide open from the right wing. No good.
This place.
Satora will get the rebound, and that will do it for Tamika Michael on the night, as that will be her 5th personal foul. So Tamika has fouled out of this contest.
Excellent game by Tamika. She really rebounded well. She looked for her shot when she got the ball. And she's definitely going to be missed. It's okay, though.
So Tamika will take a seat. Jin Cremone coming into this game. The fans recognizing Tamika's effort out there.
I was just about to mention the hand that she got. It's well-deserved. She played a heck of a game. Now her teammates just need to pick up the slack.
Tatora is at the line shooting 2 now because that was the 10th team foul against the Lady Highlanders. Her first free throw is no good. Tatora on the night so far is 2 for 4 from the line. This will be her 5th free throw attempt. And it is no good. And Cremone comes away with the rebound. Steal, though, as Tatora was able to reach in there. Who's it going to be called against?
On White, surprisingly.
Going to be called against Cremone. Oh, actually, I'm sorry, I apologize. That was called against Ayala. Really? So Evelyn gets called for her 3rd personal foul. So Tatora back at the line where she just missed 2. For 2 more. First is up, and it is no good.
You watch a lot of Rasheed Wallace highlights? Really an underrated player. Deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
Tatora's second shot. Is good. We have a tie ball game, 42-42. 2:25 remains as Ayala brings it up. She'll pull it back out. Drive the lane off the glass and in. Nice drive and finish by Iea.
Yeah.
44-42 the lead for Somerville.
As we get underneath 2 minutes coming down on this possession, the roof's coming off this place.
As Linnaeus knocks that one out of bounds.
Somerville fans can smell a win if they can just close out this game.
Thank you.
There we
Thank
go!
you, sir.
Absolutely!
That was building the entire time. I'm not sure what kind of camera angles we have, but Furlong did not appreciate Linnaeus's aggressive defense knocking the ball out of bounds, and so she shoved off on Love to try to get open for the inbounds. They did call it, so that's going to be the second personal foul on Furlong, the 6th on Malden. And Matevier with the baseline jumper is no good. Love with the long rebound tipped out by Pimentel.
Hey.
And Love will go to the line for 2 shots as she was fouled going in.
Here we go, Love. Love looking for her shot, knew where to take the opportunity, gets to the line. We're down in crunch time, folks.
That foul goes against Tutora. That's her second personal foul. It's the 6th team foul against Malden.
Big free throws here.
Love's first is no good. Got a timeout on the floor as Coach O'Halloran's going to take a timeout. 1:46 remains in the game.
Congratulates Love as she comes out, just immediately comes out to see her. Talk about it, figure out exactly what they want to do, think about what they want to do in transition in case she does miss the free throw here. Get back, plan out your defense, figure it out, because you're going in here with the lead, no matter what. Coming in, and we only have a certain number of possessions left. You really have to maximize your possessions. Don't try to do too much. You have a lead, it's late. You got to minimize the mistakes if you can, if you're Somerville. You just gotta have to calm down, and I think Coach O'Halloran's kind of just resetting his troops, saying hey, look, we have a real chance here to win this game. Let's not blow it.
Well, let me ask you a question. I know Coach O'Halloran's wondering himself what's going to happen. But make or miss this free throw, they're going to come back down offensively, Malden will, and you know they're going to look for Moise down in the low block.
You don't double. Although they haven't hit one shot from the perimeter, you gotta focus on getting the rebound first. Even if Moise is able to put up a shot, get the rebound. It's not a proven that she's gonna hit it down there. She hasn't really gone up strong. Get the rebound. That's what you have to focus on.
So Love's second shot is good.
3-point game.
3-point lead for Somerville.
Haven't seen Malden hit anything outside of the paint in quite some time. You know that's what they're going to want to focus on. Let them take anything from the outside.
Malden has 2 points this quarter so far. They have not made anything from...
You gotta be kidding me.
They've not made any field goals from the floor. They've scored both of their points from the foul line. As that one's going to go against Evelyn. That's going to be her 4th personal.
Apparently, our ref suffers from halitosis because he was looking for a ticky-tack.
And Leonard's first shot is no good from the line there.
Now, this would be a little bit of an unorthodox style, but one thing that Malden hasn't really done is hit free throws.
Second shot is good.
As I say that.
A 2-point lead now for Somerville. Iea has to be careful, though. She does have 4 fouls. That's the only foul trouble. Tamika Michael already fouled out for the Lady Highlanders. 2-point lead, 1:25 remains.
Important thing here is not to play to not lose. You have to play to win. Don't overthink and play it too safe. You get a shot, take it. Don't let the...
We get it down to Love Linnaeus. Linnaeus tries the baseline drive, feeds Cremone. Cremone's shot is no good. It was a good look, though.
Yeah.
Malden trailing by 2, back the other direction, looking for their first field goal of the quarter. As Brown will go in on the baseline drive and put it home to tie this ball game up. 45-45, 50 seconds remaining.
We got a tie game, folks.
Somerville has it.
This is what basketball is all about. You just got to execute at this end of the floor.
As Linnaeus breaks down Brown, she goes up for the shot, no good. Iea, though, with the weak side rebound. And she is fouled as she goes up for the shot.
What did she do? She followed up her shot, got the foul call that she needed. She missed her shot, but she still followed it up, got the rebound, and was benefited from the call and some actual justice.
That foul goes against Moise. That's her 4th personal foul, so she's 1 foul away from fouling out as well.
There we go.
As Aya's first shot is good, that gives the lead back to Somerville.
You can see it. You can see it from the bench. You can see it from the players on the court. Everybody's excited about this. You got to hit your shots. Get back on D. And as they leak out,
Aya looking to give the Lady Highlanders a 2-point lead here. Their second shot is up, and it's good. High pressure free throws there for Evelyn Aya, and she hits them both.
Ice cold. Blood, ice running through her veins. That was awesome. That was great. You got to convert that.
So Malden will take the timeout. We will reset the action for you here. Somerville leading by 2 by the score of 47-45. 38.2 seconds remaining on the clock. Malden has possession of the ball. They'll be inbounding and have to go the full court. And they also have the possession arrow going their direction as well. In terms of foul situations, Tamika Michael has already fouled out for the Lady Highlanders. Evelyn Aya also has 4 fouls, and Brooke Matevier has 3 fouls. On Malden's side of the ledger, Jadea Walcott has 3 fouls, and LaDavia Moise has 4 fouls. She's the large presence in the low block, number 3 for Malden. So if they could get her out of the game, that'd be very, very helpful as we look at the possibility of maybe overtime. Hopefully not, though.
Yeah, you got to let Malden beat you here. They have to. You can't let yourselves get beat. And what I mean by that is that you just stay at home, play defense, get a hand up. Don't foul if you don't have to, but just play your game, play defense. That's what Somerville does well. They're coming in here. They got to play on your court. These ladies know it, and you can hear it from the crowd behind us. This is our house. They know how to play it. Let's see if they can convert it and get their first W.
Somerville backs out of their full court pressure. They will apply their pressure at the half court. As they get it to Brown at the foul line. Brown's shot is no good. Moise with the rebound, and we have a jump ball on the alternating possession, as I said on the reset. Malden will get the ball as it will inbounds to the right of their basket, trailing by 2. 27.3 seconds left, and we have a timeout on the floor, as I believe Coach O'Halloran's going to take that timeout.
Most important thing here is rebounding. Rebounding. Do not let them get a second chance opportunity. No matter what, even if they get a shot up, that's fine. Close out. Get down there, box your man out, and make sure that you are in the best position that you can be to get the rebound. The most important thing right now is ball security. If you got a chance to get the ball coming off the backboard, coming off the rim, whatever chance that you have to get the ball, take it. Don't try to force the issue. Don't put them to the line. Play at home D. That's the way to do it. Don't go over the top. Don't put them in the line if you don't have to. The most important thing right now Somerville's got to look for is the rebound. Because there is a difference of, what do we got, 7.3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock?
7.3 differential.
Yeah, you don't want to let them get up an early shot and then be able to close out and wait for the last one. Look for the rebound.
Head coach for Malden is Lydia Coverdale. Head coach for the Lady Highlanders, of course, is Paul O'Halloran. They have given their ladies their marching orders, and they are back out onto the floor. Malden, as you pointed out, Braden, there is a 7.3 second differential, so Malden could get a quick shot and have an opportunity for a second possession here towards the end of the game.
You do not want to let that happen if you're Somerville. Not guarding the inbound pass. That's impressive.
Malden looking to inbounds, close to the 5-second calls. They got it out to Furlong. Furlong got it into Tatora, and Tatora puts up the shot to tie it.
Hold the ball. Take the last shot. Don't force this.
Shot clock is off. Somerville can hold for the last shot. They are tied, 47-47, 12 seconds on the clock. Pimentel.
Timeout called by Malden.
Yep, timeout is called. It's called by Malden. Nope, actually called by Somerville.
Yeah, sorry.
So there will be 9.7 seconds remaining when Somerville inbounds the ball. We'll see what Coach O'Halloran comes up with in this timeout. Now, Braden, if you were in there, if you were diagramming a play, what would you look to be doing?
Look, I think that Somerville really has a good speed advantage right now, and they wouldn't be expecting Somerville to come out to really drive the lane. They're expecting them to go to Brooke. Brooke's really one of their best shooters. I think that if I'm Malden, I'm thinking they're going to try to get the ball in Brooke's hands. with what they come out with, I'd be surprised if they didn't give the ball to Pimentel, Sabatino, or to Evelyn, who have all had great shots all game. Although, my dark horse is Love. I think Love really, with the three-point shots that she's been making all game, she might be someone to look at. But you have to not take the last shot. Do not leave any time on the clock.
So 9.7 seconds left. It is a 47-47 tie. Somerville will be inbounding almost directly in front of our broadcast position here, just to the left of our broadcast table. Setting the Somerville players, we have Matevier inbounding, Love Linnaeus on the floor, Jen Cremone, Melina Pimentel, and Evelyn Ayala. Matevier looking to inbounds. Gets it out to Ayala. Ayala will set the offense. Got to hurry. 6 seconds left. Ayala drives the paint, puts it up. It is no good. And we will have some extra basketball here as we will go into overtime, tied up 47-47. The Lady Highlanders storming back there in the fourth quarter, I should say, of play, as Evelyn Ayala led the scorers there in the third quarter as she put in, let's see here as I add quickly, 10 points there in that fourth quarter of play.
Really?
So a phenomenal quarter of play there for Evelyn. Kind of reasonable she'd take that last shot, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a runner in the lane. She had made one earlier this quarter, as a matter of fact. So can't really complain about that last shot selection. But moving here into overtime, now suddenly those 4 fouls that Moise has really comes into play, because if they can get a foul on her early in this overtime, there goes one of the best offensive players for Malden.
And that's really the only thing that Malden's had going for them all game. So if you're Somerville, you don't get frustrated with the fact that you didn't make that shot. You just have to convert what you have in overtime here. You've outplayed Malden for the entirety of this half and really for the whole game. Just focus on what you're doing. Don't get frustrated, and just have quality possessions as much as you can.
So tied at 47, we will begin overtime.
4 minutes.
4-minute overtime.
I'll take 4 minutes of free basketball.
There we go, a little free basketball for everybody.
It's been a heck of a game so far. You get really, win or lose at the end of this game, you got to be really proud of what the Somerville Highlanders have been able to do.
Well, they're going to tip it off once again. As Moise tips it away to Furlong. She gets it to Walcott, down low to Moise. Gets it knocked away as Brooke Matevier got nothing but ball there.
That was awesome.
Great job by Brooke.
Yeah, excellent. Good positioning. She was a little bit out of her element, but she got up and got the hands up, was able to slap the ball away. Excellent defense.
Linnaeus now with the ball, feeds it off to Matevier over to Ayala. Ayala on the right wing. Looked to enter to Cremone, but pulled it back out instead.
Yeah, now's not the time to be scared about taking a shot. Evelyn really can't overthink this.
As Love goes in, fires the runner. It's no good. Pimentel with the rebound, feeds it off to Cremone. Cremone off to Ayala. Back to Pimentel.
Melina's actually been rather quiet for this game. She has been one of the better players for Somerville so far this season. I'd like to see her get really involved here in overtime because she's kind of holding back.
There's Ayala with the shot from the right wing. It's no good. Pimentel gets the board. She goes up with it. No good as well. Back the other direction is Malden. As Leonard has it, she'll feed it back to Walcott. Feeds it over to Furlong. Furlong defended by Love. Gets it down low to Moises. Furlong will get it again. She fires up the shot. It's no good, but she follows her own shot and feeds Moises. Now that is the 4th foul on Evelyn Ayala.
Yeah, that's too bad. She had to go up against the much taller player.
That would be her 5th, I believe.
Oh, no. Come on.
That is Evelyn Ayala's 5th foul then.
That's a tough blow for Somerville. She was really the hottest thing going. But that's okay. You can still come back from that.
So Moise is at the line shooting 2. Ayala fouls out of the game. Gabby Vieira checks into the game. Moise's first foul shot is no good.
I'd like to see Melina pick up the slack here and the obvious vacuum that's left by the loss of Evelyn, who had the best game that she's had all season.
Second shot by Ayala is no good, did not hit the rim, so it's automatically Somerville's ball. So So Somerville still tied here in overtime. 2 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in overtime. 47-47 is the score. Love Linnaeus now running the point for the Lady Highlanders. Vieira has it, feeds it off to Matevier. Matevier with the screen from Cremoni. It's no good though.
There we go, Cremoni with hot hands.
Cremoni, quick hands in there, almost knocked it away.
Oh, no, that's close. Oh.
So Linnaeus knocked that one out of bounds. Malden looking to inbounds here. Furlong gets it on the inbounds, defended by Vieira and Linnaeus. Walcott has it defended by Pimentel. Walcott's shot is up. It's a moon ball, almost hit a rafter. It's no good though. And it will be Somerville's ball.
Surprising it didn't start raining in the gym after that shot.
2 minutes left here in overtime. 47-47 is your score. Linnaeus feeds Matevier. Matevier for three is up. It's no good, too strong.
It's all right, Brooke's still looking for her shot. It's eventually gonna fall. She just has to not get too discouraged about it.
As they work it to Tortora. Tortora's shot is no good. She hit the shot that tied the game for Malden. There's a long three-pointer by Leonard. It's no good. Tortora gets the long rebound though. Malden resetting their offense as Walcott has it, defended by Vieira. Down to Moise. Moise's shot is no good. The follow by Tortora is no good, but the foul goes against Jen Cremoni.
Rebounding, it's one of those things that you really have to do well, and it's tough to do it down when you're doing amongst the trees like Moise down there. And 23 for Malden, which would be Tiffany How do you say that? Tortora?
Yep, Tortora. Well, Tortora, who tied this ball game up with her free field goal, the only field goal, or I should say the second field goal Malden scored in the fourth quarter, was Tortora's score that tied it up. And now Tortora has given them the lead with the free throw. Tortora's second free throw is no good. Rebound is off of Moise, out of bounds. Somerville's ball. So Somerville trailing here 48-47, a minute 20 remaining in overtime.
Somerville just really got to look for their shot, look for the best available
Love feeds
position.
Pimentel with it, she gets it over to Linnaeus. Linnaeus with the runner.
Nope.
No good is Love, but she gets her own board, puts it back up, it's no good.
No elbows?
Tortora's.
Are you kidding me?
Chill out, watch your mouth.
Tortora was tied up about 3 different times there, but they didn't call it. Instead, they're going to call the foul, and that's going to go against Gabby Vieira. That's her first personal foul.
And apparently it's okay to throw elbows now.
Coach O'Halloran not happy. She lets the referee know about it. Tortora back at the line now, shooting 2. Tortora's first shot is good.
Somerville can't get discouraged here. They just have to play their game.
And Tortora's second shot is up. And it is no good. Did it hit the rim? I don't think it did, but they didn't call it. Somerville back the other direction. Love losing control, though. Loses control. And she's going to get called for the foul as she tried to reach in against Moise.
Okay.
That's the third personal foul against Love.
We got a bunch of fans asking for the replay of that because they thought Moise was moving her feet and when Love ran into her.
She may very well have been. Moise's first free throw is no good. 47 seconds remaining in overtime. Somerville trailing by 2. Moise trying to make it a 3-point lead for Malden. Moise's second free throw rolls home. So it's a 3-point lead for Malden.
You can't try to get it all back.
Cremoni feeds Love. Love from the right side gets it to Mativier at the top of the key. Mativier feeds Pimentel. Over to Gabby Vieira. Love with it on the right wing. Mativier will kick it off to Pimentel. Back to Mativier, over to Love. Looking for Love in all the wrong places there, I guess. And we have a timeout. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. 23.8 left on the game clock in this overtime period. Lady Highlanders trailing by 3, 50-47.
You got to give credit to Malden right there, playing the perimeter did that they needed to do, because you can tell that Somerville was looking for that 3, trying to get it all back in the same possession. And honestly, I think they would have been better served putting up a quick shot that they could have gotten with the 2, driving the ball, and then trying to play defense. But you know what? That's okay. You can come out of here, come out with the reset. You got 7 seconds left on the shot clock, 23 seconds left on the clock. On the game clock, so all you have to do is really look for the shot and try to get an offensive rebound if it's not there. Then you just play D.
It was like you said, Braden. It was obvious they were looking for the three-point shot there. Passed up multiple opportunities, especially Melina. Passed up multiple opportunities with the ball on the perimeter to drive in. And even when she was on the left wing, she loves making that left-handed drive down the left-hand side of the lane. Did not do it in that situation. Kept passing around the perimeter looking for that open outside shot, and it just wasn't there.
Yeah, and hey, look, you can get 3 points by still driving the lane. It's called drawing and getting a foul. And although that hasn't really happened in this game for Somerville, you can still hope for it, and it's still 2 points, and then you just try to play D.
7 seconds on the shot clock as they get it into Jen Cremoni. Cremoni out to Vieira. Vieira's shot is blocked as Furlong will save it in for Malden to Tutora. And Tutora is fouled there by Jen Cremoni. So that's going to be Cremoni's 4th foul. Tutora now at the line for 2. Tutora has done lots of damage here in the later portions of this game. Her first free throw is no good.
Look, if you're Somerville, you got to turn this ball around and move it up. No matter if she hits the shot or not, you have got to score and score quickly.
12.9 seconds left in overtime. Tutora looking to make it a 2-possession game, and she cannot. So 12 seconds left for the Lady Highlanders. 3-point deficit. Lovlinius has it. She will pull it back. She kicks it over to Pimentel. Pimentel with the drive. She goes up for the shot. No good is the shot, but Moise is called for the foul. That goes against Moise. That will be her 5th. And that is her 5th, so Moise fouls out of the game. 2.5 seconds left in the game.
Right now, you're playing the old school rules. Try to hit the first one, miss the second, and try to get the rebound up. And now that you fouled the best rebounder out on the other side of the court, you really have a pretty good shot at that. All you got, and honestly, you got to look at Cremoni. You got to look at Brooke, who I believe is the one taking the foul shot.
The foul shot is actually, I believe, is it going to be Brooke? No, it's Pimentel.
Yeah. Okay, so Brooke really has the box out. Everybody's got to be focused on getting this rebound no matter what happens. You got 2.5 seconds, that's a ton of time. You're not going to be able to kick it out, but you can get the ball right back up there. And you know Malden is going to be looking for that rebound too, but they're missing their best one.
So Pimentel at the line, shooting 2. Somerville trailing by 3, 2.5 seconds left on the clock. Melina's first shot is no good. Pimentel now with her second shot. That one is no good, and Brown comes away with the rebound, and Malden comes away with the victory. As in overtime, Malden able to win this one by the score of 50-47. A heartbreaking, gut-wrenching loss for the Lady Highlanders, I have to admit, no question about it. But one heck of an effort put forth by the Lady Highlanders as well, but they lose in this one by the score of 50-47. I'll grab some scoring for you here, but Braden, I know you're frustrated with the loss, but you know, really a good effort put forth by the Lady Highlanders, no question about it. I'll go ahead and say it first for you, Braden. It's difficult to win, though, when it's 7-on-5.
Yeah, it really is. And hey, look, you know, I'm not gonna sit there and make excuses for what happened, but they played a heck of a game. This is obviously the first full fourth quarters that they've been able to play that's been competitive basketball, and it can really draw something away from it. It's always about learning and what you can do. Yeah, ball didn't bounce your way this way today. That's fine, but you played a heck of a game. You didn't get the bounces, that's all right. You didn't get the calls, that's fine. But there's something to be taken away from this game. It shows that you can compete, and shows that you can get out there and play with just about anybody. And Malden, very good team. You got to give them credit for what they have. But Somerville now knows that they can get out there and get the win. All they need to do is not get discouraged about what happened to them today. Sure, you can come up with excuses left and right and say, okay, yeah, we didn't get the calls that we should have gotten. The ball didn't bounce our way. That's fine. But you have to focus on the positives here for Somerville. You can't focus on the fact that you're 0-7 now. You got to focus on the fact that you're in this game for the long haul, and ball bounces a couple different ways. Hey, guess what? You win the game. It's
Absolutely.
fine. That's how basketball works.
Absolutely, no question about it. One heck of an effort put forth by the Lady Highlanders tonight. Go over the scoring very, very quickly, as LaDavia Moise was the leading scorer for Malden with 15 points, 7 points for Mackenzie Furlong, 9 points for Tiffany Totora, all in the second half and in overtime. Totora actually hit the 2-point shot that gave them the tie that forced the overtime. 7 points for Caitlin Leonard as well. Janaea Walcott with 2 points, Sushan Chin with 3 points, and Yasmin Brown with 7 points. Some important minutes for her late in the game. For the Lady Highlanders, a tremendous job by Love Linnaeus as she broke open the leading scorer in the game with 22 points. Evelyn Ayea with 14 points. Tamika Michael with 3 points. Jen Cremoni with 2. Brooke Montevier with 2. Melina Pimentel with 2. And Kylie Johnson with 2 points. That's your scoring on the night. So unfortunately, in overtime, the Lady Highlanders have fallen to their 7th loss of the season. They moved to 0-7 on the season. Malden moves to 1-6 on the season, as the Lady Highlanders going away for some games over the next couple weeks. They'll be heading to Georgetown, at Everett, at Malden, and at Medford. So some important games coming up in their Greater Boston League schedule, as they have Everett, Malden, and Medford, and then Everett again back here in the Fieldhouse on the 29th. Coming up on their schedule. So some important basketball yet to be played. The Lady Highlanders have nothing to hang their heads about. A great and tremendous effort for them tonight. I know that Coach O'Halloran's proud of them. It would have been great to get the win, though.
Hey, we're proud of them too, honestly. If you watch this basketball game, there's nothing to be ashamed about. We can sit here and be frustrated, but if you're on that bench over there and you're in that locker room, you can't be upset with how you played tonight. It's just a matter of how the ball bounces. And you know what? It's eventually going to work out for Somerville. You can't win them all, you can't lose them all either.
Absolutely, no question about it. But that's going to do it for tonight, as the Golden Tornadoes of Malden come away from the Fieldhouse with the overtime 50-47 victory over the Highlanders of Somerville. I'm Todd Harmon alongside Braden Moriarty, and we have been doing hopefully a good job of broadcasting Somerville Lady Highlanders basketball on Somerville Educational Channel 15.
Hey, we're having fun though.
We are.